Hello, everyone. This week on Umber Oceania, we're going to be talking about the great god Pan. The great god Pan is a Greek deity associated with the woodlands, mirth, drinking, the wild hunt, mountains, rivers and streams, and fertility. Pan is generally believed to be the son of Hermes, the messenger god, and Dryope, the wood nymph. While he's often viewed as a mischievous and sexual deity, he is also associated with healing and the role of the sacrificial god, which we'll get to later. Pan is associated with life and death in nature and subsequently fertility. The Roman feast of the Lupercalia honored him for this reason, as it was a feast of fertility. In Caesar's day, after the cults of Dionysus and Pan were made legal again, the priests of Pan, who would, dress themselves up like satyrs with wearing goat skins and horn headdresses and all this sort of thing, they would cut thongs made of goat skin from the sacrifices that were made at Lupercalia, and they would run through the streets of Rome and strike people, especially women, with these thongs. It was believed that to be struck by one of these goat skin whips, as essentially they were, would make for greater fertility and ease of pregnancy and childbirth. Pan is also mentioned in the tale of Iphigenia. For those who are not familiar, Iphigenia was the daughter of King Agamemnon, that Agamemnon who went on to conquer Troy, and Agamemnon had Iphigenia sacrificed to call the wind to propel his ships to Troy so that he could conquer the city. As the tale goes, the god Pan was in love with Iphigenia, and rather than having her sacrificed, he disguised himself as the princess and went in her place to the altar. Once Pan was struck down by the knife, the body of a goat lay there with long twisting horns. Pan would later be resurrected by the gods in honor of his sacrifice, and Hecate, Lady of the Dead, would actually curse Agamemnon's house and all of his descendants to follow for sacrificing Iphigenia and innocence to the cause of war. For those that are interested in learning more about the goat-footed one, as he is sometimes called, the tale of Pan and Iphigenia is very well detailed in a book called The Great God Pan by Donna Jo Napoli. I've read it. It's wonderful. It's a really fabulous love story, and it also explores the tale of Pan and Syrinx, who was a nymph that he pursued. Syrinx ended up throwing herself into a river and turning herself into reeds, and for which Pan plucked the reeds and made his signature set of what we now call pan pipes. The Orphic Hymn to Pan is certainly well worth reading. There's a link to that below. GreekMythology.com also has a little bit of additional lore on the god Pan, and there's also a link to an article about a sanctuary in North Israel that may have been dedicated to the goat-footed one, so definitely encourage you to read it. As always, thank you for watching. If you would like, feel free to make a pledge to my Patreon so I can continue making music and these informative videos for everyone. For those of you who have been tuning in and watching every week, thank you very much for watching these videos. It means a lot. And stay tuned in the next week for a recording of the Orphic Hymn to Hecate, and in the later weeks, the Orphic Hymn to Hades, which I'm currently working on. Because now that I'm not sick, I can sing! Yay! So stay tuned, and thank you as always for watching and for subscribing, and I will see you soon.